In today's episode, we're taking a road trip.
And we're gonna shoot epic portraits.
In the snow! But it's springtime.
There's only one thing that we love more than eating food with chopsticks, and that's photography.
All right, we're here on our photo walk, our little road trip today, taking epic pictures in the snow. So you can see it's really bright out here. I mean, like blinding bright. That's why I have my glasses on. But one of the things we're trying to do is we're trying to get everything exposed correctly, including a blue sky, bright white snow, and our beautiful model here, Amanda Savin, is assisting us. But what we've got is we've got our Interfit light set up, and we're running this thing at full power right now because we're overpowering it extremely bright. That's our main light. Then right behind Savin, we've got our background light. And what that's giving us just a little kick of splash of light coming right behind her to rim out her beautiful red hair. And what we're doing is we're creating this image that her cape is actually blowing in the wind. Now we're in a day where we have zero wind blowing, so we're creating some wind with some assistance. So what I'm going to do is I've got my camera set up, I've got my trigger on, and I'm shooting in high-speed sync. That means I'm going beyond my standard flash sync speed. So I'm actually shooting at 6400ths of a second in f2.5, 80 ISO. So we're doing stuff that you can never do without using high-speed sync. So what we're going to do is I'm going to fire off a shot. I'm going to count down for Amanda and Savin, letting them know when we're going to have Savin release that cape and be able to take that picture. So let's just see what happens here. I'm going to go ahead and fire. And on the 3, 2, 1, Savin, I'm going to have you release right at 1 and just flick it right out of your fingers, and we should get some magic. So let's try that. So we're going 3, and Amanda, can you just bend over just a little bit more for me, lady? And there we go. So we got 3, 2, 1, click. Good. I'm going to do it one more time here. Get a little more height on that cape. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Oh, that looks great. So you can see the picture up on the screen that we just created. Perfect exposed sky, perfectly white snow without being blown out, and incredible image. So that's using the Interfit S1 lights with their beauty dish system. So we're going to try some more shots, and on the next scene you'll see some more incredible epic photography.
So I'm setting up for my first shot in this snow shoot that we're doing. So one of the things that I like to do is when I'm shooting with snow, what happens when I use the meter in my camera, the snow kind of fools my meter because there's all of this bright white. So what happens is the meter's seeing this snow and it wants to make it gray. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera on, and I'm going to push right here on the top of my camera my exposure compensation button. And I'm going to run that up about a stop. I can go to a stop and a half sometimes when I'm shooting snow, but I'm going to start at 1 stop exposure compensation. So I'm saying whatever meter you think it should be, I'm still shooting a manual that says boost it a little bit higher. So it's just a way to fool my meter. So let's take that first shot. Again, I'm going to have Savin, he's going to be holding this cape right here. The shot looks a little too static if the cape isn't flying in the shot. So I'm going to go ahead and line that up. So Savin, on the count of 3, I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, and you'll drop it. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. So now we have perfectly exposed model, and we've got perfectly white snow that still has some of the texture of that snow back there. So that is your tip when you're shooting snow. Use your exposure compensation if you're finding that your snow is too gray. All right, so I've removed all the modifiers off of the Interfit lights, the S1 lights. This particular shot, I want to get Savin walking up towards me here a little bit. He's actually not going to be moving, but I got a backlight on him, and I've got that backlight set to about 2 stops less than I have this side light here, because I just want a tiny bit of rim. I actually have done that right here on camera. I've just switched it to the B channel, and I lowered the power right here from the Interfit controller, and I've got that down to half power. Let's go back to my A channel, getting that where I want it. Everything looks good. I've got that light, I've got a side light on him. I want it to look like maybe morning light coming across him. So let's just take a look and see how this looks. Beautiful. You can see I've got nice cross light coming across. It's lighting up one side of his face, yet we have enough light off of the snow to fill on the other side, so we still have some good details.
I'm looking for my now work, whoa, work.
So here we are at Donner Lake. We almost died, like the Donner Party. We got trapped in a freak storm, and it's so cold that I can't feel my face, and I can't talk. Steve is froze so cold he can't even drive or work his phone.
We're good.
We're good. The only thing that will warm us up is show tunes.
Or will it?
Or will it?
And when I become a deficit, I'm a compelled to include women in the sequel work. Look around, and how lucky we are to be alive right now. Look around, and how lucky we are to be alive right now. History is happening in Manhattan.
So pardon the road noise, but we are standing actually literally right next to the freeway. Now, we've got this incredible scene that we've set up. Our models today brought the kind of the Little Red Riding Hood look with them. We've got Little Red Riding Hood and the Big Bad Wolf, and the Big Bad Wolf is ready to pounce. What we wanted to create today was just an epic type of scene, a scene where we could create very dramatic lighting. I think we're actually almost right there. But again, pardon the road noise. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set this up. I've got my 2 lights set up, so each one is pointing directly at my my subjects, and I'm using a ton of light. I'm dumping a ton of light on them right now, and I'm set up at 200 f11. The reason why I'm using f11 in the scene is I want to make it as dramatic as possible, very, very bright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and try firing off a shot. And it looks pretty doggone incredible. So I've got a very dark background. The Big Bad Wolf looks very sinister, but I think the name of the game today is, you know, don't give up on shooting. Just be driving along and you can see a place. Like I said, we are literally right next to the road, and this incredible scene kind of popped up on us. But all the principles that we learned today can also be used in the bright sunshine. Now we're in the middle of April, but you can also use this in the middle of July. So using all the same principles that we used, high-speed sync and everything will work at the same time. But I just want to really tell you, go out there, go after it, keep clicking your shutter, and make incredible things happen.
All right, so we just got done, and that was a great day.
It was. We had a lot of fun.
We hope we got the shots we were looking for. If we didn't, we still got some great pictures.
Yep.
Might not have been our vision.
No, I would agree. It was a good day.
What about some food for thought? Like, am I wrong?
I think some good food for thought today. Well, you probably got some food for thought. You've got lots of thoughts from
We did. You know, we went through some wind, some snow, some cold, some hot. We thought we locked the keys in the car for a while with our jackets and everything in the car. I think our biggest food for thought is the fact that things do not always work the way you want it to work out in photography, but that's just photography.
Yep. Yeah, I would say that's the big one is, you know, when we keep talking about it, it's like, just keep trying, just keep going.
Yeah.
You know, we were watching Joe McNally the other day, and one of the things that he was going through kind of this setup of a different photo scene, and he was getting really frustrated because it wasn't working the way that he thought it would work. He actually took over an hour to set up the scene. We didn't even spend nearly that long trying to set up our scene, but you know, I get that feeling too, where it's just like, oh, I just wanted it to work like I saw it in my head, and it didn't necessarily work that way. But really, just keep going, keep trying, because tomorrow's a new day too, you know. But that's my thought is just keep going.
I echo the same thing. We had a great day. When things aren't working out, just keep shooting.
Yep,
It'll seem to work out on its own.
Absolutely.
And every day doesn't have to be an epic photo shoot like today was.
That's right.
Right, so this is the Panoptic Chopsticks show. We're coming to an end.
That's right.
What we'd like you to do is don't forget to like and subscribe to our show. We'd like to continue bringing you great shows each week.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, Steve.
We're just next to a big truck that's driving a bunch of hay. Just thought I'd throw that in there.
Hey.
But yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Do that in the link below. And we will see you next week on the Panoptic Chopstick Show.